Hello there. Today we're going to be going over a song that everybody knows, nobody knows the name of, or that it's a classic, or that it's a Beatles song because it checks all the boxes. Okay, Norwegian Wood is, I think, the first or second song on Rubber Soul. It is inspired by Bob Dylan after the Beatles first met Dylan at a hotel room in New York City. In fact, Dylan said that when he heard the album, he totally could tell that they were imitating him. So, interesting fact about the song is that George Harrison was first learning to use the sitar, and so John asked him, "Can you play these notes with that thing?" He said, "I could try." He wasn't proficient at it, and so they tried it and they liked it and they kept it. And then that actually turned around and inspired the Rolling Stones' Paint It Black, because Brian Jones and George Harrison were good friends. And when Brian Jones heard Norwegian Wood, he wanted to learn more about the sitar. So he went over to Harrison's house one day and asked him about it, and Harrison showed him some things, and Jones literally started writing the tune for Paint It Black right there in George Harrison's house, taking lessons from him. So George Harrison not only got the Rolling Stones their first record deal, but he also inspired the song Paint It Black. So without any further ado, Norwegian Wood, standard tuning on this raggedy guitar. Okay, standard tuning, capo. Now, capo on second fret. Now, I'm not going to play the song at all. I'm going to teach it because I think that it can be complicated to play and it can be easy to play. What I'm going to do is go step by step, very slow, to show you how to do it. For any beginner, whenever you put a capo on a fret, that becomes the new neck. So whatever comes after the capo becomes the first fret. So a lot of this is in D. A lot of this stems from the D chord. And the D chord is forefinger on the second fret of G, ring finger on the third fret of B, and the middle finger on the second fret of high E. Okay, so I am teaching this to teach it, to make it easy for you to learn. And I'm hoping this is the best tutorial to play this song on the internet. I want to give a shout out to Justin Guitar, who is an awesome guitar teacher. And he was one of the guys that I watched to learn how to play the song. So, everything I do here is not necessarily the way it is on the album. The album is kind of raw. It's kind of unpolished. I actually think that this sounds cleaner, what I'm going to do when I play it. So, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up is the chord, is the way you strum on here. So, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now, he doesn't strum down, up, 100 times. I'm just giving this as an example. Okay, now, when the song comes up, you go. Okay, you're going to pluck on G with the forefinger one time. Okay? Down, up, down, up. Then, with the forefinger still on the G, you're going to bring up your pinky. Okay? And it's basically like a sus, okay? Got that? With the fret, and then pull it off, and with the G still on, pluck it one more time, and then open. Got it? Then strum. Then bring your pinky back up to D, and you pluck that one time. Got it? And then lift the pinky off of the G, okay? Strum 2 more times. And then bring the forefinger up to the second fret on D. Got it? Just pluck that one good time. And then you're going to play G open. Got it? You're going to play G open, then strum it a couple more times. Then you're going to come up here and you're going to hit A. And you're going to play A open. Got it? Then with your middle finger on the 3rd fret, you're going to fret it. Got it? Then you're going to put your forefinger onto the 2nd fret of A, fret it, and then open. Got it? Okay, one more time. See, make sure I get in there easy for the camera to see. Fret the G, then pinky on the G with the 2nd fret on G, then up, then fret 2nd fret G, and then open. Got it? Then up here, jump it a couple more times, and then up here you fret with the pinky the 4th fret on D, then pull up and put the 4th finger on the 2nd fret of D and pluck that. Then open G. Got that? Strum it a couple times. And then you're gonna use your middle finger. You're gonna open play A. Then you're gonna fret A with the middle finger on the 3rd fret. Then lift up on that. Forefinger on A. And then open. That is how you play that. And you can strum it as much strumming as you can. As much strumming as you can. But when you finish that note up here, when you come back down, the way it is on the record is you come back down and you're going to start with the D, but just with the ring finger for like 1 or 2 strums. Now let's check this out. And then after those first 1 or 2 strums, then you put the middle finger and ring finger back down. Like that. So at first, coming up here, from up here, just the ring finger, and then the other 2 fingers. Now what I like to do, I like to take the pinky and put it down too. I think that's called D-sus. You like that, Rich? I think that's pretty. Now, in the tutorial that I saw, when he comes up here or up here, he's just playing it like this with these 2 fingers still here. I don't like that. I just go back to D for all of it. That's not the way it is in the record. But when he comes up here to what is it? When he comes up here, he's just playing these 2 fingers like this. I just go ahead and go back down to D. I just go back down. I play D. I think D is the prettiest sound right here. Okay. And then you can mix in your D-sus and your regular D. I think it adds a little spice to it. Okay. Now, the chords. There's a bridge in this song. It's very simple to play. Okay, like I said, for beginners, this is where the neck begins when you play with a capo. Okay, so the first chord in the bridge is D minor. And so like this is D. Okay. In D minor, what you're doing is you're sliding up, everything's staying put. Except you leave the ring finger where it is, okay? And you actually just switch around the 4 middle finger. You're going to put the forefinger where the middle finger, you're going to put the middle finger where the forefinger is, okay? The middle finger is going to go where the forefinger, so pick up the forefinger and put the middle finger there. This is going to be D minor. And then the ring finger, the forefinger goes onto the 1st fret. I'm tongue-tied here, okay? So that is D minor, okay? Ring finger stays the same. Lift up the forefinger, put the middle finger where the forefinger was, put the forefinger onto the first fret. And that's going to sound like this. And then you go to G. And G is forefinger, second fret of A, middle finger on the third fret of low E, and the ring finger on the third fret of high E. Then you're going to go to E minor. And then an E minor is both fingers on the second fret, the forefinger on A, and the middle finger on D. Okay? You may not be able to see it that well, but that's what that is. The forefinger on the second fret of A, and the middle finger on the second fret of D. Okay, then we're going to play A. And I'll tell you something about A. A lot of guitar teachers will tell you that barring A is easier to play for a beginner. That is true. But what I will tell you is this. For now, that's okay. But what I have found, and as I've come along as a guitar player, I heavily prefer playing A by the book. And the reason being is because when you have your fourth finger down here and all the rest of your fingers are back up here, it makes it harder to get back onto your shape in time. What I found is, as long as you're progressing and you feel comfortable doing it, play A by the book. Because with your fingers right here, where they're supposed to be, it makes it easier and faster for you to play to the next chord. Okay? So, that having been said, all the fingers on A are on the second fret. The middle finger is on D, the forefinger is on G, and the ring finger is on B. And it just sounds like this. And this tutorial would sound a whole lot better if it was for one thing. I don't know what it is, but I cannot seem to remember to bring a pick. Richard, do you think maybe that you could like staple a pick to my body some kind of place, like my finger, maybe staple it to my ear so I don't forget my pick? I'll tell you what I'm going to have to do. Before we did this tutorial, I asked him, I said, do you have any credit cards that are expired? Because what I was going to do is take the corner of a credit card and a pair of scissors and cut it off and just use the flat end to hold on to and strum with the corner. I just cannot remember to bring a pick because it's not as loud and the sound quality isn't as good because I'm basically muting it with my thumb. Is that not right? Right. I can't remember to bring a pick, so we will probably do this video again in the near future with the pick so it'll sound better. So hopefully you got all that. I thought it went extremely slow and I showed everything pretty well. And if you have any feedback for me, I don't want to hear your venting. I don't want to hear your insults. Bring to me your constructive criticism. Point out for me the ways that the video can be improved. Because nobody likes it when people come onto your channel and leave curse language and this and laughing and so forth and so on. It's immature. And the next time I get it, I'm just going to say, yawn. You're making me want to go to sleep. So from now on, if I get any criticism like that, I'm just going to be like, you know, pal, whatever. It's not to be rude. It's to shut it off because I'm not tolerating profanity or negative, harsh, disrespectful, whatever it is. I don't know what you're going through, but if you want to talk, if you're having a bad day, say, yeah, let's chat. I'll be happy to chat with you and talk to you about what's going on in your life and see if I can help out somehow, see if I can encourage you. But I want to help people in a constructive way. And leaving messages that are venting, it doesn't help anything. Maybe it gets it off your chest, but nobody likes that. So just a lot of my viewers do that, but some of them don't. And so that's that. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video and have a good one.